Alright, welcome back. In this video we are still dealing with systems of equations, and in this case we are solving by graphing. Alright, we're going to be looking at number 2, number 3, and number 4 in this video. And we're going to start with number 2. All right, this is just a review. This is already set up in y equals mx plus b format. So hopefully you already know how to do this, but I will recap it with you. Remember, your outside value here, your constant, is going to be your y-intercept. Okay, so let's graph the first line here. So we had a positive 5. So we're going to put our point down. We're going to count up on the y-axis. Actually, let me label the y-axis for you. So we have the y-axis and we have the x-axis. So the y-intercept is of course going to be on the y-axis. So we have a positive 5. Let's put that point on our graph here. Okay. So that's our starting point. All right, so now our slope, which is this here, negative 2x, that's the same thing as negative 2 over 1. So rise over run. So we're up 2 over 1 or down 2 over 1. The negative means it's going to be a negative slope. That means from left to right, it should be going down. It should look something like that, right? And if it was a positive slope, it would look something like that. Okay, so we're at our positive 5. So we're going to go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Go back to our initial point, and we'll go down 2 over the other way. 1, down 2 over 1. And so our line is basically something like that. All right, let's look at our next line. This one right here. So we're going to start at positive 1. And notice it has the same slope. And so that's up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. 2 over 1. Same thing going down. Down 2 over 1. Down 2. Okay, and so our line would look something... Oh, that's a terrible line. And so those lines are parallel. Two lines that have the same slope and different starting points mean that they're going to be parallel, and thus they're going to have no solution. So it's pretty much as soon as you see it has the same slope, probably going to be no solution when your starting points are not the same. All right, so that's just a review on graphing. So let's look at number 3 now. Okay, this is not set up in y equals mx plus b format, so we're going to have to set it up that way in order to graph it. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's go ahead and put this one out here. We're going to do x plus y equals negative 2. And so we have to solve for y. And so let's do that. In order to do that, I have to get the x off of this side in order to get y by itself minus x. And that leaves us with y is equal to, now in order to set it up in y equals mx plus b format, my x value has to go first, just like up here, and then the y-intercept comes second. So that's going to be a negative x minus 2. So your slope there, that's the same thing as a negative 1 over 1. Okay, and so let's graph that. Okay, so our y-intercept is negative 2, so let's plot negative 2 on the graph down there. And so we know our slope is going to be negative, so it's going to be going down from left to right. And so we're up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Back to our original point, it's going to go down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. And so our line is going to look, let's see if I can get a good line. Something like that. Okay. So let's put this one into y equals mx plus b format. That is 2x minus 3y is equal to negative 9. To get the 2x off of there, it's positive 2x. So we're going to subtract 2x. That leaves us with a negative 3y is equal to negative 2x minus 9. I want to get that 3 off, that negative 3 off of there. So negative 3 divided by that, it's the opposite. So we're going to do this under each term here. That way we know to simplify. And we're going to continue down here. So that leaves us with y is equal to a negative 2 divided by a negative 3 is going to be positive. So that's 2 over 3x. Guys, put it in your calculator. And then you have a negative 9 divided by a negative 3. That becomes a positive 3. And so now we can graph that. So we start with our intercept, which is a positive 3. It's going to be a positive slope, so it's going up from left to right. So we're going to go up 2 over 3. Up 2 over 1, 2, 3. All right, go back to our starting point. We're going to go down 2, 1, 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3. And there is our intercept. Well, we could stop there, but I'll do one more point. So 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. And so try this line again. Not too bad. Intercept is right there. So we're going to find this point so we can write our solution. So we're starting at 0, okay, and we're counting over 1, 2, 3. Now guys, take note. We're going to the left side, so that is negative. Hate to say it, but some of you guys are going to make that mistake. So that's 1, 2, 3 on the x side, negative, so that is negative 3. And then we're going up 1. So 1, 2, 3, up 1. Going up on the y is positive, so it's a positive 1. So our solution is negative 3, 1. Let's look at the last one, number 4 here. So you can see that they have y is equal to 5. There's no slope there, which means it's going to be going horizontal from left to right, a flat line. Okay, so find your intercept. That is 5, and a horizontal line would be coming clear across that 5. Not a great line, but gets the job done. So now we have to put this in y equals mx plus b format. Let's put it up here somewhere. 2x plus y equals 1. All right, so we're going to minus 2x to get it off of that side. That leaves us with y is equal to, again, keep it in y equals mx plus b format, plus 1. Okay, and so now we can graph that. So our y-intercept is positive 1 on the y-axis. This is x. Okay. So now our slope is a negative 2. Same thing as negative 2 over 1. Okay, rise over run. So we go to our point and we count up 2. This is a negative slope, so you guessed it, down from left to right. So up 1, 2 over 1. Up 1, 2 over 1. Guys, we just intercepted the other line, so we know that's our solution. I'll do one more point after that. Up 2 over 1. So you know our line is going to look like that. This is our intercept point. And so we count now. So again, guys, we're counting over from 0 to the negative side. So that's 1, 2 on the x until we get to our cross point here. So that's going to be negative 2 for x. And then we're going to count up. So that's 1, 2 going to the left. And we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up. That's positive. So it's positive 5. And so our solution is negative 2, 5. And so can we check our answer? We absolutely can check our answer. We can plug that into this one, for example. So we have, if we take that 2, the negative 2, and we multiply it by 2, that would be a negative 4. We take our y, we put it in for the y there, that would be negative 4 plus 5 would be equal to 1, and we would be correct. All right, again, pause, rewind, watch again, and learn.